Each was how could the community work together to help each other understand and address violence in each community? I was complexed by this because I'd come back upstairs 8 o'clock at night, and my mother didn't have anything to worry about. Of course, that was back in the 40s, kind of like 50s kind of thing. Okay, I'll be careful with that. But I wish that my son could have grew up at a time where there was no worry about your child being attacked, about violence, and etc. That's gone. Kids are tough now. There's something that we were not, because life has changed, and there's a international devil called economics and money that people are after. And we're no longer fighting racism, we're fighting the devil of money that seems to attack people. That's it.
As diverse as the audience and the panel is, that we all share a common thread in terms of social ills that affect our communities. The same things that are wrong here in Chicago is going on in LA, in Detroit, in Orlando. And if we asked you all to write on a piece of paper what you thought you could do or what could happen in your community that would help, you would probably say quality education, better health care, more employment, better sanitation, common threads that we all share. And there's one thing we all have in common. We can vote. So you listen to the people who are running for offices and you see if their message matches up with the concern in your community about what you would like to see happen. And then you can either get behind that person or someone else who more closely is doing what you would like to see done. And then you go vote. You help that person. You put a sign in your yard, you hold tea parties and you talk, you go to community centers and you discuss issues, and you get people in office who will do the things that you want to see happen. That's how you affect the change.
I want to echo what Robert said. I mean, you've got to be realistic about your home, your kids, the people you can reach out to, you can touch, and address issues that are there. I think many times that we're looking at our own situation and going, well, this isn't the same thing that I see over there. And many times that's as damaging as the actual violence and disruption that we have. So I don't want to rehash everything because you guys said some great things, so I'll leave it at that.
Practical basis, what I have seen in this country in the last 49 years of my life here, mainly to the Indian community. We all came as immigrants on a very competitive basis, that we were allowed to immigrate to this country based on our qualification, either a doctor or an engineer or a scientist. That's what's the requirement. So when we came in here, we were competing with the local competition and expecting the children to do a lot better than anybody else in there, competing with the local as well as with the other Indian children. So that puts the poor children in a lot of pressure. They are new, they struggle, and lots of them, as I know, have hurt themselves in many ways. And the only one way, my advice to parents and grandparents is communications. They should have some kind of a way that in case they get into any problem anywhere, that either failing an exam or getting into some drug habits or something, they should be able to talk to somebody, either a father, a mother, or an uncle or a grandfather. Need to have that freedom to call and tell them, hey, look, I have this problem, I need help. So immediately these people should be prepared to go there, take care of the problem, then think about what we need to do for the future in there. I have seen that repeatedly in this country, how These children hurt themselves, including lots of suicide. They committed suicide, we have seen that. And only way to prevent that would be they should have some avenue to come to the right person. That could be a core family friend, father, mother. In general, father and mother are not really fit into that because they are the one putting them to that type of pressure. Grandfather, I tell my 2 grandchildren, they are doing well, thank God. Tell them, any problem anywhere, I am only a phone call away. Give me a call, we'll jump into a car, jump into a plane, come and see you, fix the problem, then worry about what to do. So my sincere advice to all the parents and grandparents or uncles is to have that type of communication with your nephews or grandchildren so that they have somebody they can come to. Thank you.